Hey there, friends. Thanks for checking in. I'm with Paul from Humans4Targets, known as H4T, and he has a great channel on YouTube. I've been watching you for a long time. Like you've been one of the first people out there to make gun videos on YouTube, and you do a great job. So great to meet him in person.
Yeah, it's great to meet you too, Dan. I had a chance to meet up with Dan here, and I jumped at the chance. Now, as far as Dan's channel, he has some of the best political videos that I have seen, and just the way that he does his political videos. Some people like mine, but I can't do it anywhere near like Dan does it. So if you don't know who Dan is, the firearm guy, I'm going to put a link below. Definitely subscribe to his channel, because when it comes to politics, this guy knows what he's talking about and he knows how to say it.
Oh, thanks. Depends on what side. I get into a rant. I get into a rant pretty good. All right, so I'm going to ask a few questions here. Let's start out with, what is your EDC? Like, what do you have on you right now?
Okay, so my EDC for today would be my primary firearm, and it's in a crossbreed Super Tuck, and it would be this one that I just picked up, and I have not done a review on yet, and this is the Glock 19 TB. Okay, I happened to get a really good deal on this. There was a sale going on, and this was in the used counter, and I got this for $394, and just frog lubed it, and
that's in perfect condition.
I'm really, really happy with it. Still got a little bit of residue on there.
When you pulled that out, that front sight just jumped out.
Yeah, it has the suppressor sights from factory. Sure, suppressor sights from factory. It has the threaded barrel, and since I knew I was meeting up with Dan here, I do not have anything in the chamber. The chamber is completely empty. This gun is safe, and has the suppressor sights and the threaded barrel. But I'm really happy with it. I love the G19, and I love the way that it carries. So I'm going to go ahead here and put it back in my holster. I do have this is the Through Night TN12. Really like this light. It's a good light, and really has done good for me. So that's what I have for a light. I don't have a knife on me, but I do have a secondary gun, and Dan will really like this, and he has no idea. But okay, this is fully locked, or fully loaded with one in the chamber.
It's beautiful.
The car CW380. So this is a great pocket gun, and I keep it in a pocket holster, and this is a backup gun, or you can carry this as a main piece. You know, it just depends on what you're dressing for that day and where you're going and what you think you can carry.
Isn't that gun something?
Oh yeah, I love it. I
mean, people say, do you like that better than the LCP? I say, it's not even close.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I do. I like it a lot. So I started looking more into the cars and realizing that the trigger's made to be like a double action trigger, and this trigger is really smooth, and I can keep shots on target, and that's what counts. So I do like the car handguns.
Yeah, they're awesome. Okay. What is your greatest strength in regards to firearms?
That's a very tough question. One of my strengths in regards to firearms, and I think this could be considered as a strength, is maintenance. I do a thorough job when I maintain guns, and I try to keep them as clean as I can, and I think I do the right procedures to clean them. Also, my grip. I think my grip is one of my strengths in firearms.
All right. And in all fairness, what is your greatest weakness?
Okay, I'd have to say right off the bat that what comes to my mind, my greatest weakness is trigger control. A lot of people don't think about trigger control too much, but if you dry fire, if your finger is not in the right place that it should be, when the trigger breaks, that front sight's going to jump a little bit. It has nothing to do with gripper stance.
That's a good one, because I tend to rush my shots, and I have to remind myself, relax, take it. Especially, I mean, it's not in a stressful situation. It's a good time to relax it and just get that muscle memory down.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Okay. All right, good answer. What would you tell a new shooter? Somebody says, hey, look, I just picked up this Glock 19. What do I do next?
Okay, this is exactly what my advice would be to a new shooter, and this is what I try to do for people. I'm not a professional trainer, and I don't do training classes, but what I try to do is I train as many people as I can, and what I mean by that, the basic ground level fundamentals of stance, grip, trigger control, and walking them through everything that they're supposed to do, and showing them hands-on how to hold the gun right as they're shooting. I mean, I'll go up and I'll tell them to keep the gun pointed down range, and I'll finger off the trigger and I'll adjust their grip. And my advice would be, get somebody that can show you the right way the first time. Back when I was a kid, I didn't know how to shoot a gun right. I could shoot a gun, but I didn't know the proper grip. I was teacupping when I was a little kid, and nobody showed me. So if you show them the proper grip and you give them the foundation to start from, they can go from there, and they'll already be on their way and not have to relearn everything.
All right, that's good. That's good, because you see that at the range all the time. All right, last question. What is your most prized firearm?
Okay, the one that pops into my mind when you say that would have to be my Colt Presidential 1911. I didn't get to bring that today to show Dan. I keep my firearms stored somewhere else, and it was too far of a drive day. But it's basically a 1911 from the 1970s, still in the box with the tag on it. It has 7 presidents from Ohio, the state that I live in, etched on the slide, and it was a special edition gun, 250 made. That would be my prize.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Prize gun.
All right. Humans for Targets. I got him right now.
Guy.
I got him live right now. Great to meet you,
It was
man.
great to meet you, Dan.
Yeah.
Really, I was really excited,
Yeah.
to meet Dan. No doubt about it.
All right, so go check him out. I'm sure many of you guys already know. You're like, I already know that guy. But anyways, we appreciate it. You guys be safe. Have a good one.
All right, guys.